Hello, fellow fragrance lovers, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am sharing with you what I have gotten from my Scentbird subscription so far. I actually just signed up for Scentbird back in March. So I have March, April, and May for you. And there are 7 fragrances in all. I'm going to try to keep it, quick and just give you a nice little rundown of what I have here. So if you're interested in seeing what I got, stick around. And also, if you are here for the first time, welcome. I am Limelight Lass. I'm primarily about fragrances, and I usually like fragrances that get you noticed, that put you in the limelight. So if that is your vibe, please subscribe. See, I'm rhyming. And of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. So, a little background on Scentbird. If you are not familiar with Scentbird, it is a fragrance subscription service. And so some of you have asked me over the past year that I've been doing my YouTube channel if I belong to any fragrance subscription services. And I have checked out some of them. And the way I am, if I could afford to, I would definitely subscribe to many. But, I can't do that. I'm just a poor teacher. So I had heard mixed things about Scentbird when I had initially looked into it a little while ago. Just that people were saying that the delivery was taking a really long time. But that was also during like the full shutdown mode of the pandemic. So I feel like, it was just that time period when people weren't going into the warehouses and things were really backed up, or they had, a lot of staffing issues or whatever it was. So a lot of businesses were behind on shipping. So that's not necessarily their fault. But then I hadn't really heard anything negative, in the past few months or so. So I thought, okay, I will try it. And I have to say, spoiler alert, so far I'm very pleasantly surprised, and I'm very happy with the customer service of Scentbird. I haven't had any issues, and I have the app, which makes it really, really easy. I'm not sponsored or anything. I'm not getting nothing for doing this, but Scentbird, if you're watching, holler at your girl. Someone needs to hook me up because, but anyway, I would never endorse something, even if I were, getting something for it. I would never endorse something that I don't genuinely believe in. So it's really cool because you have this app and it has your queue, and you just load your queue for every month. And they give you recommendations, you take quizzes, and they suggest things. And I feel like their repertoire, what they have available, is getting better and better all the time. So they're introducing, more and more brands. And I think they're kind of taking it to the next level. So today when I checked, I saw that Delina and Delina Exclusive are options, which is pretty cool considering. So these little sizes here are 0.27 ounces, so a little over a quarter of an ounce. But I mean, you're getting them for a very affordable price, especially if you get multiples, like I do. So for something that high end, and there are a few other higher end brands as well, Hermetica's in there, Tiziana Terenzi, so it could actually save you money if you want, a smaller travel size of those. Really, really expensive fragrances, it's probably cheaper to do this. So just an FYI, they have a really good selection now. So my first 2 months, March and April, I just did 2 a month. So you can do 1, 2, or 3 fragrances a month. And the more you get, the cheaper they are per vial, per travel spray. So my first 2 months, I got 2. And then, of course, I recently, for May, upgraded to 3 because it wasn't really that much more. And let's face it, I just love fragrances. The reason why I also just decided to go through and subscribe to Scentbird was just to kind of expand my palette and my repertoire. I didn't want to just subscribe to it for no reason whatsoever other than like, I want more fragrances. But the purpose is to kind of expand my horizons a little bit, try things that maybe I would like, and maybe getting me out of my comfort zone though, but I don't necessarily want a full bottle. I don't really want to invest a lot of money in them, but I want to have them for reference, like to recommend, to review. So that's kind of how it is. Sorry, I'm a little itchy. That always happens when I film. Sorry. But yeah, I just wanted to have them for, kind of the purposes of being able to review more things, a wider variety of things for you. So that's kind of how it works. Now, you can pay extra to get a little, the little atomizer every month. But, again, money's tight, so I'm not doing that. But I would love to upgrade to be able to do that. So you just get these little cardboard containers, and they have this little thing in it, and it sprays, and you just put it in, you just switch them out, or you can just spray them from this. I don't really mind doing that, but it's really nice. Like if you want to take your fragrance on the go, like if you want to, refresh throughout the day, these are very handy. So let me go through and show you. Oh, and your first one also comes with like a nice little velvet pouch. So it's nice. I really like the whole thing. And the shipping actually for me has been pretty fast after they ship it. So no issues with that either. Okay. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to share the first two that I got in March. And then hereafter, like after I make this, I'm going to do every month for you. If you want me to do that. Yeah, I'm just going to do every month what I get every month. What's really cool too is each one comes with the cards. There's a couple that I don't know where the cards are, so I'll just read them off of the website. But I think it's really cool. They have the cards and then they have the notes and a little description. So the first one I have here is Kenzie, and I believe it's called, let's see here, just Kenzie, I think, something like that. I don't know. It's Kenzie, the regular Kenzie. And let me just remind myself. So here's the description of Kenzie. Kenzie, a rebellious and unexpected composition. Confident and sexy, she makes her entrance with juicy peach and mandarin. Their bright and inviting notes are draped effortlessly across a floral bed of rose, jasmine, and violet. As it dries, Kenzie reveals a cedar and musk accord that keeps it both addictive and modern. So the notes, I'm not reading the Fragrantica notes. I'm reading the Scentbird notes. So I don't know if they're different. I didn't even check. But this has juicy peach, mandarin, rose, jasmine, and violet. This is really pretty. You definitely do get the peach and mandarin right off the top. But as it dries down, it gets a little more floral. And you definitely, the violet's just a little hint. Definitely get the jasmine, though. I love jasmine in fragrances, but this is a really nice, sexy, it's like a musky, floral, fruity situation going on, but I like it. And Kenzie is a house that is a little more obscure, and I'm really into that. They have some, houses that are a little bit more obscure, a little more niche, and I like that because, I would not be able to try, I don't think I'd be able to try Kenzie fragrances in person because I've never seen them anywhere. So it's really nice. So that is Kenzie. It's just Kenzie. Okay, this next one, I'm not going to lie, I definitely just got it for the name. I was intrigued by the name. I thought the name was funny. So this is from a house called Confessions of a Rebel. And again, very obscure, never heard of it. And this scent is called Bitch Please. And so I just love that name. I didn't even really care much what it smelled like. No, I checked the notes to make sure it was something that I would like. So it says, in your face fruit notes like blackcurrant mingle with jasmine petals, weaving a decadent web tinged with an element of sass. Bold, brash, and unafraid to bear it all, creamy sandalwood and skin musk evoke a carefree, confident kind of vibe. You know exactly who you are, and you are, in fact, the effing boss. So I love this. Notes in this are blackcurrant, jasmine, sandalwood, and skin musk. Okay. So, oh my gosh, that just Yeah, this is, oh, you get a lot of that black currant. Oh, it smells really good. Some of these, to be honest, I just like sort of sprayed one time and I didn't really get a full wear out of them, but now that I'm spraying this again. It smells really good. So it is that like black currant musky type of profile. And it's kind of like with the black currant and the muskiness, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of Lilique Amethyst, but like without the greenness. You know what I mean? If you smell Lilique Amethyst, it has a lot of greenness to it. So this has like the black currant, and I think that also has jasmine, maybe. This is really good, but it is a really nice like black currant musk. And it is very, I wouldn't say it's in your face like obnoxious or anything, but it's definitely noticeable. So yeah, I really like that one. So that is Confessions of a Rebel. Bitch, please. Okay, and next, I put these in order and then, okay, so that was that one. And then next, I think the next ones are the ones that I don't have the cards for, so I'll just read them. Okay, so this next one, I kind of have to like giggle at the, you know, I'm very immature, so I like giggle at names, but I've always seen like on Instagram ads and stuff, these Michel Germain. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I'm going to go with that. And this is the Sexual Noir. I just think it's kind of funny. It's like Sexual Noir. So this one, Sexual Noir, I guess is how you say it. It says, the mysteriously playful cocktail of daring, sensuous love. Playfully succulent mandarin and sweet strawberries flow into a sensuous palette of mysterious patchouli, exotic pink orchid, and deceptively innocent pink sweet flower. Dark natural oils enfold classic vetiver, warm vanilla, and amber that invite a warm, daring love. And the notes in this are vanilla, vetiver, amber, orchid, and jasmine. So as I said, like I've seen these on Instagram and I've never seen Michel Germain, however you say it, fragrances in stores. I don't know where they're sold, like in store, but I thought this is a really good chance to try. So this one's nice. It is definitely very sensuous. I feel like orchid is a very sensuous floral note. It's a little bit sweet from the vanilla, but not overly so. You definitely get the vetiver in here. Yeah, it is a warm, ambery, slightly sweet. Yeah, you definitely get the jasmine and the orchid. But it's blended very nicely with that sweetness of the vanilla. But then you get that depth from the vetiver and amber. So this one, I'd say, is very sexual. I just keep cracking up with that. So yeah, so that is Michel Germain Sexual Noir. And then I'm trying to like just do, like, you're going to see this in the next one, like a couple from the same house so I can kind of like get a feel for it. So this is also a Michel Germain, and this is Sugarful. And I see this all over the place, like on social media. And I like the bottle. It's very pretty, like pink and cute and all of that. So the description for Sugarful is playful, kissable, sugarful. First love's innocence reveals itself with wild, sweet strawberry and pink peony spun with delectable pink cotton candy. Musk and seductive sandalwood kisses with a pulsing touch of sensuality. A luscious, sugarful whirlwind to satisfy every addiction. And the main notes are tangerine, peony, musk, sandalwood, and cotton candy. So this one, I'm gonna run out of the room. Yeah, it's like it sounds. This reminds me very much, I have to say, of Pink Sugar by Aquilina. Very, very similar vibe. If you like the very, very, very sweet cotton candy type fragrances. I think you will like Sugarful. But you know what? Like, it's not, to me, it's not completely juvenile. Like, I do get some depth in this. You get that little hint of floral. This is one, it's like very playful, very flirty, but very, very sweet. This is one, like, this is kind of the reason why I wanted to get the Scentbird subscription. Like, this is something, like, I'll use this vial up, I'm sure, but like here and there, you know, this is something I would wear here and there, not very often, but I'm happy to have it. But it's good. So that is Michel Germain Sugarful. And now back to the little cards I have here. And I have 3 this time for May. So I'm going to start off with one that I'm sure you actually probably know about. Now, I have smelled this at Sephora, but it, you know, is one of those situations where I feel like every time I'm in Sephora, I'm spraying like 50 different things on me. And I wanted to have just a true experience with this, like where I could actually test it without other things mingling in. This one, Maria Colette, if you know her, she's amazing, but wonderful fragrance YouTuber. But she talks about Wonderland Peony quite a bit. And the bottle looks like this. I will say these are so handy as a fragrance YouTuber because they give you the picture of the bottle, they give you the notes. It makes my job very easy. So, okay, a collection of award-winning, clean, sustainable, and unforgettable scents, powered by flowers and inspired by London. At Floral Street, we match your scent to your mood. Who will you be today? A light, fruity floral perfume, sophisticated, not soft, captivating, not cute. We don't like to play favorites, but we have a thing for peonies, and this sweet floral perfume is stuffed full of them. Armfuls of peonies, pink berries, and violets. A shot of cedar wood lends a woody, balsamic warmth, while vetiver injects the tiniest hint of hazelnut. A fragrance for the delicate, dreamy, radiant, and thoughtful. So the notes for this are pink cotton candy, Sicilian lemon, raspberry flower, and peony accord. Now, I actually really do like peony. I don't like too many florals, and I don't like very overtly floral fragrances, but peony is one that it has a nice kind of freshness to it, and I don't know, it doesn't give me a headache or anything like that. So, Wonderland Peony. You definitely get the peony. Hold on, let me put a little more. But you get the sweetness from that cotton candy, and and you do get a little bit of muskiness. So it just gives you this, again, like, it's sexy, but without trying too hard. It's not overpowering. I think it's really, really good for spring, you know, this time of year. And it just smells really good. So if you like florals, but with some sweetness, you know, so it's not just overtly sweet or overtly floral, I think you like Wonderland Peony. And of course, if you like peonies, I think this is a pretty safe bet. So that is Wonderland Peony from Floral Street. The next one I have is also from Floral Street. And this one is Wild Vanilla Orchid. And this bottle is beautiful, by the way. So this one is vanilla, but not as you know it. This vegan perfume envelops the sense of being wrapped in a warm, cozy blanket. I mean, who doesn't want that? A raw edge confection of creamy vanilla beans, blossom, cassis, and citrus dressed in a bunch of just plucked jasmine. Offsetting the lingering sweetness, bamboo and sandalwood bend and fold underneath. A fragrance for the bold, sassy, confident, and modernist. You know, I am bold and sassy, so... yeah. So this has vanilla bean, jasmine petals, amber, and patchouli. So I was like, okay, these are all up my alley. I think you know me by now to know that. So yeah, this is interesting. Because it's not a super sweet vanilla at all. This is, just like they say, it's like vanilla not as you know it. This is very earthy. This one, I would say this is not a safe blind buy. This is something you definitely want a tester of, or a sample of, or you want to test it. This is I love it, but I could see where people who like more traditional vanillas or like, this is not this is not like a vanilla extract kind of vanilla. It is very earthy, and I do get that, like the bamboo that they talked about in the description. There's like a green, naturey aspect to this, but I really, really like it. So if you like a different twist on vanilla that's not too sweet, and it's more kind of like, well, the note is vanilla bean, so yeah, that makes sense. This is a vanilla bean fragrance, not vanilla. Oh, it's really good. So that is Floral Street Wild Vanilla Orchid. And you do get the sense of it being like wild. Okay. Now, even though this is kind of the wrong time of year for this, I was really intrigued by this. The next one I have is another kind of niche house, I guess, called Room 1015. And this is Electric Wood. And the description here says, I will always remember the day I opened a guitar case for the first time. That was in the early 90s. It was a Gibson. I was struck by its smell, like a powerful mix of wood, lacquer, and metal. I think Electric Wood was born that day. That's Dr. Mike, Room 2015 founder. And the notes are Ambroxan, cedar, oakwood, iris, and nutmeg. So if you may or may not know, so the other thing I am besides being a teacher is I'm a stage manager and MC for a music venue and a music nonprofit. We do festivals and things like that. So I'm constantly around musicians and guitars and things like that. So I thought this just sounded like really up my alley. So let me spray it again. This one, because I just got it last week, I think I only sprayed it once, but I loved it. Yeah, this is like, you have to like that smell of like wood. Just like wood. It's very woody. And what else am I smelling? I guess a little bit of the iris. Yeah, and I do get that nutmeg, so it's like and you know what, like, now that I think about it, I'll see how it goes wearing this in the warm weather, but like, I think it's fine, to wear this like kind of earthy wood. It almost gives me like a hippie playing a guitar. But it's well crafted. It's not like an oil from one of those like hippie stores kind of wood. It's like sophisticated. But this wood is literally like, okay, so since I have this right at hand, and this is very fragrance. So I have my boards from like, so I am in Tang Soo Do. I have my green belt in Tang Soo Do. I go to karate. And so, I don't know, I just happen to have the boards that I break here. And it's like that. It's like that kind of woodiness. Yeah, it is like a straight up wood. So, but I do get that sort of like metallic edge that they're talking about. Yeah, so I get that whole guitar shop thing. So that is Room 1015 Electric Wood. So those are all of my Scentbird fragrances so far. Let me know in the comments, do you belong to Scentbird? Are you interested in Scentbird? What would you like me to try next from Scentbird? I'm totally up for, your suggestions. I do have Delina Exclusive in my queue for next month, because I don't know that I've smelled that. I mean, maybe I have, but I want to try it out more. I've tried regular Delina and it was fine. I actually gave it my sample to my sister because she loves like roses. I didn't think it was like worth the hype. I don't know. That's a whole other conversation. Beautiful fragrance, but it's not really like me. So, but I'm going to try the exclusives, see what happens. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me. And definitely check out Scentbird if you're one of those people like me who wants to try a lot of different fragrances, but you're not in the position to like blind buy full bottles of things. I mean, I wish I could, but yeah, definitely check it out. I am very happy with it so far, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.